Good morning. I'm just getting set up. It's Janice Thompson here from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. Hi LaTonya, thanks for coming in. At least I know I'm in the right place. I wasn't sure because it's not coming up like it usually does. My laptop's toiling. So just bear with me, I'm getting there. Oh, here we are. Got it. Here we go. Hi Steph as well. Hi LaDonia, hi Steph, in you come. Thanks for joining me. Chasing my tail as usual, but hey, that's what you all expect, so I won't disappoint you. So got your cuppa and ready to stamp. This, yep, this is the stamp I'm going to use today. This set is Happiest of Birthday. Wishing you the happiest of birthdays. It's a big stamp. It's a great stamp. The other three stamps are fantastic as well. This is a superb stamp set. It is carrying over. It's coming to the new catalogue with us. But I would say this should be a staple in your stamping stash. Really quick and easy, and I am going to demonstrate that today. So that, along with some designer series paper, which is retiring, that I haven't made an awful lot of use of. I'm ashamed to say, because I just got too much, that's what it is. The Well Suited designer series paper. Now, I didn't get the stamp set or the dies that go with this, but I believe they are carrying over. But this designer series paper won't carry over. They'll get used with other papers probably. So anyhow, so I thought I would make use of it. That I did bring out to try the World of Good paper as well, because that would equally work with this stamp set, but I have seen a lot of people do that, so I thought I'll just use this. So this paper has got in it Basic Black, Basic Grey, Cajun Craze, Night of Navy, Pacific Point, Poppy Parade and Smoky Slate. So, and it's got a white background, so I've got white card out as well. So I've got some colours of card out and around. So I'll just start off with something that occurred to me as an easy start. So, and hopefully it will be an easy start. This paper, it wasn't attractive to me at first. I didn't really get it. So, but I'm going to use it to prove to myself it's nice. So who else has popped in? Oh, hi Heather, hi Laura. And Harith, hiya. So the fire's on. It's a pretty grotty day here in Scotland anyway. Damp, cold and wet. Damp, cold and wet, that's not right. Damp, cold and a bit windy too. It's cold. The wind is still coming through snow, so it's cold. So I need my trimmer because I need some layers. So I'm just going to take a couple of sheets of this because the trimmer can cope with 2 sheets. Although I have to say my trimmer is needing a new blade, and I've got some, I just haven't got around to it. So I've measured this stamp and it fits inside a piece of card that is 8.5 centimetres that way and 7 that way. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to use a basic card composition, very basic throughout, and just show you a couple of techniques with this stamp set. But we'll just start off with basic stamping first, and just we'll see where my mind takes us. But we're just going to start off. So I've got, did I say 8.5 by 7? So did I cut that 8.5? Yep. Make sure they stay together. and then 7. Yep, that's going to work. I discovered that I actually missed a male birthday this week in my family, and I need about another 6 in the next few weeks. So I thought, let's just, I'm sure I'm not unusual amongst stampers. We gaily make lady cards and we struggle with masculine. So that's what I'm going to put right. I'm going to sort my stash out today, and I thought you might be happy to share that. I've got blades in my drawer beside me, but then I'm going to cut this paper. We'll get, this will be my normal layer on a card, which is 10.1 centimetres that way. So we will get 2 cards from this, one way round and one the other, by 14.4 centimetres. We'll just cut that. Now, terracotta tile is my nemesis as a colour right from when I started. I've used it when I've done the cacti one because it's a colour kind of from Arizona in my head, but I'm going to use it to kick off in this card. So I'm going to go with a terracotta tile. I wouldn't have thought of putting terracotta tile and navy together, but you know, our Stampin' Up! Designers have shown me that it's perfectly fine. So I want to do this twice. I'm going to stamp that on there, and I'm going to stamp it once in terracotta tile and once in Night of Navy, and then we'll decide what we're going to use on the card. No, I'm not early. I think it's because we've now changed our clocks, Anne Harrod. We're now into daylight saving. No, that's... And have you done daylight saving now as well or not? I don't know what parts of the world do what. So let's just see that I can follow through here. So I'm inking up the stamp with terracotta tile, which is an ink that I don't use enough. I don't know why. It's actually a nice colour. I use it in the autumn when I'm doing leaves and things. Not happy with that. I'm going to give this stamp a clean off because I'm thinking it looks like there's something on it. A good squeaky clean with the chamois makes sure that there's nothing on it that shouldn't be. And of course I've not got anything to give it a dry with. Just give it a moment. We'll just pop that to the side just now and I'll try it again. Ink it up again. I mean, I could turn that over. I just thought, just to save mixing myself up. So what I'm proposing is that we do one card with the terracotta tile and one with Night of Navy background, and then we'll see where we go from there. No, I've not been getting that. Oh yeah, I think, yeah, you showed me that, yeah, Heather. You need to check that out. I'm just giving it a moment for the ink to transfer, but this time hoping it's much better. Yeah, actually thinking that I need to probably re-ink my pad. That's because the bits there are because it was wet, so let's ink it up once more. See, even an experienced stamper gets themselves in a muddle. It's fine, it's just not perfect. Not that I ever strive for perfect, but this time maybe I think it's maybe a bit dry, so I maybe need to re-ink it. Probably because the poor thing's been lying doing nothing because I'm not using it enough. Right, this time that is much better. Right, this time we'll clean it off and we'll do Night of Navy, and then we'll make up some cards and see where we go. Right, where's my Night of Navy? Let's close this. Hi Christine, and you come. 5 AM, Christine. Oh, that's hurts. That's not even a time. I don't expect you to join me on my Thursday live. Right, that Night of Navy for this one. The fire's on anyway. Come in and get a wee cuppa, Christine. Maybe you'll get back to sleep later. No rocket science today, just easy stuff. Easy stamping, easy cards. And that might have done that a bit high. We'll see. Again, I think I'm needing to go through all my pads and do a big re-inking. If I'd done this with my Stamparatus, of course, I could have gone back over it, but I didn't. So, didn't pull the Stamparatus out this morning. But always remember, there's two sides on a piece of paper. Some people call the other side the emergency side. This time, please give me a better image. That's not too bad. We'll go with that. But I need to go through my pads and re-ink. That's what we need to. Just some of them getting a bit dry. But hey ho. Right, so let's see. Got a scrap of terracotta. So I'll cut that to size, and while I've got the trimmer out, I've got Night of Navy, so we'll do them the opposite way round and then see which one we like best. So again, it's quite good just to play with a bit of paper and do it both ways round. I've not got around to the Christmas card challenge, this year at all. I just seem to have got caught up with other things. Right, so what I need here is I need half of this for a card base. So I'm just going to cut that because I'm just going to use the other bit for a layer. So just cut that in half and then score it in half, and we have a card base. And then these two, I am going to cut a piece that will be 8.9 by 7.4. And by coincidence, that's much the same, so if I'm doing a batch, I've got more. Right, 8.9. Oops, by 7.4. And this is just quick, simple, easy layers for these 2 cards. Out the way. What's the chances of finding a glute that works first time? Come on. There we go, I knew one would work. I like this check as well, but I'm just challenging myself to use the sides that I wouldn't normally choose. So again, you're just putting your layer of designer series paper on. We'll do it on both cards. Obviously I've not lined the insides, but you can do that as well. Well, you would do that because these are dark cards. So see how the background just makes them look slightly different? And we want a terracotta and a night of navy. And yeah. You just layer them up. That's used a 4mm increment I've used. But if you work in inches, you could use 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch, however defined you want it to be. Oh, hi Renee. Anyone else that I've not said hello to, I'll say hello to you now. Come in. There's a seat by the fire if you're feeling a bit cold. You can get a cuppa or any other kind of beverage. I'm sure there's wine o'clock somewhere. Or beer o'clock or gin o'clock. So if we use the night of navy on there and the terracotta on there, see, simple cards. I've got some coffee here, but it's going cold. I just think we'll pop these on with dimensionals. And here's a sheet as well. That's easier. I'll usually use about 5 dimensionals. One in the middle to stop it collapsing if it's in the post. And with 1 dimensional in the UK, that still is just normal stamp cost. If you start adding more than 1 dimensional, then you're making it, you have to pay the large letter. I'll take the backing off, and I'm sure you'll agree. Simple enough card. But still looks quite stylish. And we've used a part of the paper that didn't sing to me to be used. Well, I've seen it used by other people. So there, 2 cards done. So I'm thinking You can get quite fancy. We can use this one again. We could do the same sort. You could keep doing the same sort of thing. Let me see. That, I mean, that's just like a nice summer shirt, isn't it? They've got that lovely stripe there. That is just gorgeous. But let me think. Yeah, what about trying this out? And what I'm going to do is try a bit of embossing. Is this as... Let's do a bit of something that's a bit fun here. So in this paper, in this paper we've got the basic grey, we've got Pacific Point, Night of Navy, black and white in it. So let's try something that may or may not work. Right, that's a bit cryptic. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat emboss with clear or white, it won't actually matter. I'll do it with clear. Got my Versamark, got my this and that, and my heat tools at the side, and then we'll use the blending brushes and bring up. Hi Karen, in you come. So we're doing quick and easy mail cards today. Found myself in need of several mail cards, so I thought we would just catch up, because I'm sure that I'm not the only person that will get into this situation. So let's just see what we can do here. Something slightly different. Okay, so I need to use my emboss buddy first. I'm not sure where I've put the stamp. Do you know what? Oh yeah, it's in it's with the chamois cleaning. I'm getting in a mess already, even though I'm trying to keep it simple. So clean off my stamp. And put this back in its tub. So that's it's like a wee anti-static powder tool. So and it just stops the ink sticking to, or this powder rather, sticking to bits that you don't want it. So I'm inking up my stamp now with Versamark, which is like a watermark ink, but it is a bit stickier than our normal ink. And closed its lid. And I'm just going to stamp. Now again, you could do it in your with your stamp apparatus, and then you can go over it a couple of times, but we'll just see how we go. I'm trying to keep it simple so that this is still something for people who don't have a whole lot of equipment. You know, a trimmer, some paper, some ink. And I know quite a lot of my beginners did buy embossing stuff because they were so impressed with it. And one of my kits was based on heat embossing, so I know a lot of my beginners have got this equipment. So I don't know how much of that you can see, but it will become apparent. You'll see what I'm up to soon. So I've just got a piece of paper, copy paper, waste paper here. I just took it from the bin, and I've got my clear. No, I'm not. That's the white emboss powder for Janice. Well, I've got two tubs that say white, but here's one that says clear. So I've got clear stamp emboss powder. Just pop it over the whole lot and then just move it around so that it, you know, all the ink catches some powder. That looks great, doesn't it? I don't know how well you can see it, but pop the powder back into the tub. That's why I put the fold in the paper, because it just makes it easy to pour it back in. And then I am going to just get my heat tool. If you need to turn your volume down if you have sensitive hearing, do so now. I'm just finding some tweezers to pick this up. And I'm just going to switch my heat tool on now. You'll basically see it more or less disappear now. Right, so that's it all melted, and you're thinking, what on earth is she up to? Or maybe you've got a clue what she's up to. But I'm going to bring my blending brushes out, and I'm going to pull out the colours that are in, because I'm going to go and use this stripy paper that I showed you, another stripy one. We're going to pull out the basic grey, Pacific Point, and we've already got Night of Navy out. And we're just going to play. So hi, anyone else who's come in? Yep. Have I missed Reels? Hiya. Anyone else I've not said hello to? Alison, are you in as well? I just noticed Steph saying hello to you. I think I've said hello to Karen. Hi Alison. And you can make sure you get a comfy seat by the fire and a wee drink of something from the table, and there's snacks there too. Okay, so just be comfy. And then you can laugh at me when I see what happens here, because who knows what's going to happen. Right, I should have a blending brush that normally gets used with dark blue, so we'll start with that. So basically this is where the magic happens. So again, I'm going to make a good old mess here. I'm picking up the powder. You knew it wouldn't stay clean and simple for too long, didn't you? So I'm going to use the Night of Navy at this end. Anyway, we'll see what I'm doing with the rest. So again, I've decided to use the colours that are in the paper. And I need another one that would be work with blue. I don't know what's on these. That one seems to have a touch of blue in it too, so we'll... doesn't want to open. These brushes are old ones that I had before the Stampin' Up brought out their blending brushes, but I think I've got one for our grey. I just keep different ones. I'm waiting for more to come from Stampin' Up. And so I'm just going to, whoops. So we're just using colours that are in the paper. I'm going to have to stretch in a minute and get my kitchen paper down. So that's our Pacific Point. I'm going to add a bit more Night of Navy and darken that up a wee bit here. And I want to bring in the basic grey. Oh, so school's on holiday just now, that's grand. Right. So I've got all kind of colour. This is one of the Stampin' Up ones. I'm just going to use it for the basic grey. It's got green in it too, but... see if I can get it to... I'm doing the grey so that it's blending over the Night of Navy and the Pacific Point. And just this way we're bringing in the colours that are in the paper. Just a bit of fun, just to get messy. Oh hi Helen, in you come. Fire's on. Snacks on the table, you know the routine. Come in and get comfy. Everyone's friendly and kind in here. Aren't you all? Oh my lovely friends. Alright, so there we are. We'll get a bit of kitchen paper because it doesn't look anything very much at the moment. Oh hey Margaret, and you come. Nice to see you. So if I take a bit of kitchen paper and polish this up, you'll see that it takes the ink off. The embossing resists the ink, so I can wipe it off the embossing, but it doesn't wipe off the paper. And then it shows up. What do you think? If you've not tried that technique, have a go. We'll pop that up there just now and we'll cut some paper and card this time. I think we'll maybe have to do 2 of them as well, but we'll see. Right, so 10 point. One, so that's a strip. What's on the other side? Oh, that's grey stripe, pinstripe. Sort of makes you think of City Gent, doesn't it? So then 14.4 there. And 14.4 here. So I think we might do the embossing again and do it with the white. And see what the difference is between the two. Oh, I need to card bases. Right, so again, score this down. Score it down the middle at 10.5 centimetres in Imperial if you're using our standard A4 card. And then about 14.85 cut. And there we have instantly 2 card bases. And I just need a bit of black to cut the layers. Oops. Just getting a scrap of black. I'll use a card that went a bit wrong here. So if we cut that at, what did we say, 8.9? Aye, 7.4, just as well. I've got I don't know, my memory for measurements is better than my measurement. Do you know what, if you tell me the measurements for a card, I might remember them. If you tell me your name, I probably forget it. Right, that one, I probably didn't need to take that sliver off. Right, so I won't need anything else cut, I don't think, at the moment, so pop that out of the way. So, where are we? Now I'm thinking that layers up on the black so that it's quite striking on this card. Hi Monica, can you come? Oh Wendy, hiya! So yeah, so I think I'll do one similar and we'll do it with the white embossing powder to see which we prefer. How about that? So well, I'll do that before I make these up. Will that be more sensible? And then if with time I've got kind of multicolour stamping to show you. We'll see how our time goes. It flies by, doesn't it? Sometimes this is the quickest hour of my Thursday. Right, clean stamp, that's a good start. Embossing body. This actually would be a good stamp as well for your gilding leafing or whatever it's called, gilded leafing. So I'm using my embossing buddy again. And my Versamark ink. I probably really didn't need to clean the stamp in between because it was Versamark I used before. Wishing you the happiest of birthdays. Hope I've not done that too high. I might have. It's very hard when you're not getting your head right over the top when you're filming. No, it's okay. Right. When you're working at your desk, you'll probably put your head right over when you're stamping on a small piece like that. Right, white powder this time. Right, put the clear away so I don't get confused. Again, white on white, you're not going to see a whole lot, but when it comes up, you'll... Yeah, I will, Heather, if I get time we could do it. Right, so that, I don't know why I've screwed that so tight because I'm just going to pop it back in. What am I like? Right. So there's the white paper, the white powder on. Pop it back in the tub. And watch this, Steph. Put my embossing things away in the drawer. In the bit where they go so that I can always find them when I want them. Let's bring the tweezers out again. Actually, the other thing that sometimes I use when I'm doing heat embossing it's so that you can see what I'm doing is I could catch it with. They're just so that I don't want to burn my fingers, but I quite like you to see what's happening. And also if I put the heat on my grid pad, then it bevels a bit. I do love Emboss Resist. I do love it. Great idea, Monica. Great idea. That worked though, so there you go. Right, so then just the same as we did here, just use the colours. This time, maybe I'll try and go diagonal like the paper, just to change it up a wee bit. So let's go in with our Night of Navy first. Or actually, yeah, I'm thinking I'll do it slightly differently. Let's go Night of Navy, then Pacific Point, and then grey. Just simply because I like to change it up. So kind of do this corner with the Night of Navy. Oops. And then the Pacific Point. I need to see what brush I used. Kind of mixing myself up here. This one, I think it's got the... Whoa, that's strong. Do rub it off on your paper first. You don't want to go in and make big blotches. You can add colour. What you can't do is take it away. What's that about? How did I do that? Finger. Where did I put that bit of kitchen paper for polishing up? Oh dear me. Losing everything. Right, and then where's the brush I used for the grey? Right, here we go. Let's get our basic grey. Oh, and then the kitchen paper's there. I see it now. Let's just wipe that off the finger too. Right, and then this corner with grey. Grey with a splodge. I mean, you could, if you really wanted, you could maybe make that corner Pacific point and to hide up your gaff. See, like that, be like, it's still there, but it may be less noticeable. I'm going to go over that and strengthen it up a wee bit. I mean, it's just about playing until you get what you want, so, you know, let's add more Night of Navy here and strengthen that up a wee bit. Night of Navy definitely needs re-inked, for sure. I'm getting plenty colour at the corners, but not so much. And just go over the edge of the other colour and blend the colours in together. So there you go, that's something different. Unintentionally different, but different. Let's close the inks. You know why? And then just rub it up the same as we did with the clear one. Oops, there you go. Dirty fingers as usual. Right, I might do, yeah, so do you want me to do the gold in a minute then, the gilding flakes? Right, okay. Right, we'll make these up though, and then if we have time we'll do a quick gilding flake one. Right, maybe not even make it into a card, but just show you how well it works. Right, so we'll make up these two quickly. So it's me getting through my designer series paper before it retires, and also because I want more of the new, I want loads of the new stuff. As soon as I see new stuff I love it, so I want it. I'm getting in a kerfuddle here, thank goodness for wet glue to allow me that. A bit moment for wiggle room. So you could, you know, you could do a batch of that kind of stamping, embossing, and then cut all your bits, and then it's just an assembly line then to just make up your cards. Who's oh Heather, you're away to work. You just challenged me to do. I hope you're going to come back on the replay then. Hi Cindy. Hello. Simple mail cards this morning, anyone who's just come in. Get a bit of batch making here. But a few techniques getting thrown in here. Whoops. Five works for me. You use as few or as many as you like to use. We all have our own wee quirky things about dimensionals, but I would like to I don't want to spend all my money on dimensionals, so I'm not used too many. But I just always stick one in the middle because it just keeps it up. Now these cards are not finished. I will have to go through them all and line them all. And there is another stamp in here that I might use inside. So you've got wishing you the happiest of birthdays, and inside I might put it's your day, enjoy it. I knew there was one I hadn't got. So again, it's all colour coordinated here. That was the one with the white, and this is the one with the clear powder. So there we've got 4 cards done, and I'm just going to quickly, I can't stand this dirty mess. Right, I've got, no, I've not got a scrap of black. Let me get another scrap of black. This time, I don't know if that's wide enough to be a card or not. Oh yeah, look, that's the width of a card. So this time, we'll just stick with black because it's there. And we want a piece here that is 7 by 8.5. And this time we'll use the gilded leafing. Now, my laptop has stopped playing. Are you guys all still with me? I'm just kind of sorting this. Can you kind of let... Oh. You're all still here, right? Okay, so it's just my laptop, so I'll just keep going. It'll come back, I'm sure. It's just, I've had this the last couple of weeks. Here it's back now. I just like to be able to engage with you while I'm working here. So what we're going to do, so I need to find my heat and emboss powder, and if I have tidied up it will be here. If I can't find it, then I can't do it. Should be here somewhere. Right, clear. Come on. Heat and stick powder, that's what it's called, heat and stick. We're alright. We still need this. I'm going to do it on black because I think that will be more effective. And the other, I need my Versamark ink as well. Okay, and I need to know if my gilded leaf thing is around. Nope. Yes, it is. It's on my desk. And my box and my sponge are here too. Right, we're all right. We can do it. Because it certainly wasn't what I was planning to do today. So, but Heather challenged me, so I'm going with it. Hi Audrey, I didn't see you before. I hope I've said hello to everybody. Monica, did I say hello to you before? I've lost track. Anyhow, where's my stamp? Here it is. Right. I won't make this up into a card, but I'm going to just show you this technique, and if I've got time I'll show you the other quick thing to do with this stamp as well. So let's get buzzing, cousin. Okay, so Emboss Buddy. Versamark ink. Do I give myself a wee shake? I do actually have a natural shake, but because I told myself to get a shifty on. Like, there you go, that's that stamped. Now instead of embossing powder this time, we're using heat and stick powder, but it's basically the same thing except it melts and goes sticky rather than dry. Well, Monica, it's nicer to say good morning twice to someone than not at all, I guess, isn't it? I'm so happy to have you all here watching me craft, keeping me company. Okay, so again, just pop the heat and stick powder back in the tub so that we've got it to use again. And then just checking that it isn't, I don't want it to be where I don't want it to be. And then I'm just going to do the same again and melt it. And it will go sticky, sticky-icky. And then hopefully our gilding will stick to it. So for you it's disappearing. I'm going to bring it in. Now I use this big A4 box for my gilding, but you may have something a bit smaller for storing your gilding flakes in. I don't, this is the tub now. I have used this a lot since I got it. I've given out loads in kits. I did a retreat day with my team, well with Karen. My upline organised a retreat and I did a make and take, and I sent everybody a little bag of this so they could do that in their make and take. And I've also sold kits and I've put a wee bag of that in for the techniques in the kits. So, and I've still got loads left. It will last you forever. So I'm going to be very careful opening this because it is quite static. And I don't want it to fly everywhere because I want to get the use out of it. So I'm going to take my sticky bit of card in here. I had some tweezers earlier. I'll just take a few bits from the tub. Again, I open the lid quite slowly and move slowly around it. And then I'm just going to pop, something must be sticky on my tweezers. Look, that's not what I was trying to do. Basically wanting that to stick onto the heat and stick powder, and let's just hope it's still sticky because I've taken my time here. Sometimes I don't need to introduce any more of this than what's already in the tub, but I just thought for simplicity today I would just do it. And I just keep a little bit of old sponge. One of our Stampin' Up! Sponges now, these are retiring, and this isn't going to work because, oh, it is. I think I left it too long. I should have got in here. Oh, Janice, what kind of demonstrator are you? Right, so it's dried. So I didn't. It's dried in the middle. I'm going to have to start again. Okay, so that's because I hurried. That all went wrong. We'll pop that to the side, and we'll just get another piece of black and we'll do it again. Where did my black go? You're always watching to see what's going to go wrong, so something went wrong again. I've not had that happen before, but hey, there's first time for everything. Okay, start again. My stamp. Hate Emboss Buddy. I think I did, Monica. I was just realising that. Hey, you learn. I do it so you don't have to, as they say. I didn't, when I did gilding before with a project from a different company, it wasn't heat and stick powder they used. So I am just learning it myself. So hey, we learn together. And then we'll pop our heat and stick powder on again. We'll not heat it. So then the secret is obviously not to heat it for too long. So we'll just melt it and no more. You live and learn. At least if you're me, you do. You don't always learn permanently though, you forget. I'm not entirely happy with that at all, actually. I don't want to abandon it. We will succeed. Right. It's this bit here that's... See, obviously I've not inked it as well as I should have. Oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to stamp it on the other side. It's going to be one of those challenging days. Let's just wipe that off altogether. If I'm going to have it, I'm going to have it nice. Right, again. At least we've got four decent cards in the bag. Right then, ink up my stamp. Could even be that this pad needs re-inked as well. There's lots of reasons that it could be going wrong here, but I'll keep going till I get it. It is whether you're prepared to wait with me or not. Right, wishing you the happiest of birthdays and hope that that is inked thoroughly. And then heat and stick powder. Could of course just heat this with gold embossing powder, which, you know, if you want that effect, might have been simpler, but I love this, the gilding. It's so pretty, so we will persevere. I've already got some line on the paper, so let's just... Right, that does look better. Third time lucky, maybe. Maybe, maybe not. Right. I did have to give it a wee tap because some of the powder was where I wanted. I'm going to heat it, but not for too long. It's a bit messy there, and that's the bit I'm not too... You see where there's a bit of extra powder up here? And I think I might have just pushed on the ink a bit too hard. And just use my tweezers to just gently dislodge the powder where I don't really want it to be. I don't think that'll be too bad. Let's just go. Into the gilding here as fast as we can. Where's the tub? I'll just put a wee bit more here and then we'll rub it. Oh, that didn't mean that to come out too quick. Oh well. I have plenty in there for the next time. Let's just... Are you all praying for me? Oh no, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. You're really getting entertained this morning. Whatever you do, don't sneeze into here or you'll have gilding flakes everywhere. Let's just put the lid on this before I sneeze again. So there you go. We got it! We got it. So if I trim that, we'll just quickly finish this into a card and I'll show you the other thing another day. So we'll just trim it. And we need a piece of designer series paper to go with it. So we'll just stick with, what one will we use? We'll use a different one. I need one that's got black in it anyway. We'll just stick with, oh no, we haven't, the checked one. I've got this one with the check in, we can do that. And I've got some gold. What we'll do is, we'll finish this, we'll go for 10.1. by 14.4. We're running over, but hey, that's alright, I'm okay with that. Go on a black there. We could add more gilding flakes, or you could, I'm thinking that that might actually just work as it is. You could have a sticky edge around here and gilding flakes around it, but that would just be another potential disaster for me to do. What I'm thinking here is I have a quick idea, which is quick and should work. So if I go 7.4, it's just to give this a border, by 8.9. Just, you could use gold card, you could use our gold foil to give it a gold edge. Okay, Margaret, not to worry, I have run totally over. That layers onto there, but if you want it to have like a gold background, if you take some tearing tape, oops, and you pop it around the edge of this black piece of black card layer. Oh, that didn't go far enough. We'll take that bit, peel it, not one. This is going to be a long one. It's just another few minutes, but I'm going to finish this card. I'm just taking that back there. You'll see why. I should have done it at both sides. But you'll get the drift. Just so it's sticky all round. And we'll gild that up. Whoops. Thanks, Wendy. At least I've got somebody staying till I finish it. Do you know that? I've started, so I'll finish. That's where I am in my head. There is a bit that's just not quite here. I'm going to put an extra bit over there. Come on! Oh, that's being really silly, isn't it? And my video's been silly on my computer, so I'm having a bad time here. Right, this is just want to stick that over there. I'll take that and we'll get this. It's going to happen, right? So let's just take the sticky off, the backing off it all, and with a bit of luck we'll have sticky all round. A bit of an issue going here, but we'll sort it somehow or another. We'll sort it. There we go. Right. What should have been simple is turning out to be not simple, but hey, that's just me. Right, and then we can gild this. It is simple, it's just I got myself in a fangle, that's all. And who's never got themselves in a fangle when they're doing a video? I'm just brushing that over there so that it's, so then just pull it with the sponge over the sticky bits. So it sticks to the, what I was trying to show you is it sticks to the double-sided tape pretty well. You can spend time perfecting that, but obviously we're running out of time, and I'm pleased enough with that. Just gives your card a wee bit of extra bling. And just stick, oh gosh, I've got golden flakes everywhere. This is going to be the golden house today. Some glue on here. So it's quite rustic looking with the golden flakes, so it's quite, I like the finish that you get. It's not all even and glossy, it's just, come on, glue, last to the end, come on. So I gave myself a hard time with that, but we've pulled it out the bag as usual. Yeah, I did it on purpose so I could show you that everything's fixable. Haha. The laugh is Heather challenged me to do this and then she disappeared off to work. So if you're watching on the replay, Heather, the laugh was nearly on me, not you, but hey, here we go. Here we go. 5 cards in the bag though, guys, in just over an hour from scratch. What do you think? I did it. I need to lie down now. But there you go, different, just plain stamping, heat embossing, gilded flakes, still all simple cards. I've just not rubbed that enough to get the edge off. But I think effective, quick and easy. And I've just got to line them and put an inner in them, and I'm going to stamp this bit, it's your day, enjoy it, on the inside of them all, and then they'll be ready to send. So thanks everyone for sticking with me and not giving up. And yeah, let me know what you think, and if you've got, you know, if you want to increase your wee collection of cards ready for sending out, then yeah. Oh, Denise, where's Denise? Oh, hey Denise. Somebody's saying hello to you. Let me see if I can find you. Oh, Denise, thank you very much. Thank you for coming in. So you're new. Oh, thanks for coming and watching. I will be putting this up to YouTube later on for any of our other friends. And hopefully I'll be back next Thursday for cup-in cards again. Thank you so much, everyone, for sticking with me. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.